all know yesterday K.M. Joseph got elevated to judge in the Supreme Court. CJ of Uttarakhand got elevated to the judge in the Supreme Court, but the Chief Justice of India Deepak Misra took this issue of seniority and other things to the Attorney General K.K. Venugopal, to the Attorney General. Attorney General, according to Article 76 of the Indian Constitution, is the Chief Legal Advisor to the Government of India. Attorney General is the Chief Legal Advisor to the Government of India. And Article 35A, the judgment got postponed. And 3 judges Supreme Court bench is going to deal the issue. August 27th, now they are going to have this again. The Article 35A, special issues to Jammu Kashmir, where permanent residency and rights and privileges of permanent residents, all these issues are involved in Article 35A. Indira Nooyi, who was the CEO of the PepsiCo from 2006, 12 years, she stepped out of CEO post after 12 years. She represented women empowerment in business, and whenever some woman enters into business and good stature, they used to compare Indira Nooyi, Chanda Kochhar, Arundhati Bhattacharya, all these names. Now Indira Nooyi stepped out of PepsiCo, and she saved Pepsi company in the troubled times of 2008. In the crisis in 2008. There's one more news that Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram are the country's hotspots in AIDS, HIV AIDS. Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura are the country's hotspots in AIDS, HIV AIDS. And coming to editorial page today, there are 2-3 important articles. One is, you all know, National Registry of Citizens, NRC. Politicians and political parties are doing mess with this NRC. They are playing politics with NRC issues. That is very dangerous rhetoric, according to the heading of the editorial. NRC Assam, 40 lakh people were left out. They can approach district magistrates, they can approach foreigners tribunals, they can approach High Court, they can approach Supreme Court, and this issue should have technical and humanitarian touch also. But beyond everything else, political parties try to take mileage on everything. They try to take mileage, and the same is going on in the present thing. And very important article in GS perspective, particularly GS3, is rebooting the system for a skills upgrade. Page number 8 of Hindu, rebooting the system for a skills upgrade. This question about ITAs and skills is very important in GS3. Skill development for the next 2-3 years is very crucial for all of you. You know why? India entered into demographic dividend stage. By 2020, the average life of an Indian, the average age of an Indian was 29. The average age was 29 by 2020. So all the young Indians need skills, but skills are lacking in the Indians. In this perspective, this article speaks about very shocking facts, not surprising but shocking facts. Pavements, basements, small shops, nothing is exception, because wherever they will get some space, they are naming it as ITI college, Industrial Training Institute. ITIs as a concept of skill development started in 1950s. ITIs traveled for 60 years. In fact, traditionally in the beginning, ITIs are more experts than the modern BTechs. If you bring an old ITI past person and the recently BTech past person, a person who passed ITI have good skills than the person who passed BTech. But unfortunately now, ITI colleges have mushroomed, the standards got diluted, the teaching quality have come down, and the skills in ITI have also come down, and the skills in ITIs also come down. And with from up to 2000 there are up to 2007 there are around 2000 ITI colleges. From 2007 to till date, suddenly 9,000 extra ITI colleges have come into fore. 9,000 extra ITI colleges have come into fore, and to give accreditation for all these ITI colleges, it was also outsourced to QCI, Quality Council of India. QCI, Quality Council of India. And then standards started diluting. QCI itself is a private body, not completely public. And here there are many issues. We have National Council for Vocational Training, which oversee the standards in ITIs. National NCVT, National Council for Vocational Training. And a parliamentary committee was constituted about ITIs, and the committee also revealed shocking results, like no oversight, even oversight is outsourced, no quality, no teaching quality, and ITIs are for namesake. 13 lakh students' fate is in the hands of substandard ITIs. 13.8 lakh students' fate is in the hands of substandard industrial training institutes. This was a thing. So what we need to improve the standards, stop the mushrooming, ensure quality in private ITIs, and more than everything else, ITIs should meet the demands of the market today, demands of the market. So ITIs are required in this perspective. So rebooting the system for a skill upgrade, very important article. Everyone GS3, you have to take care of this article. Chaala important idi. Ee article rendu saarlu vachindi ITIs meeda. Endukante ITIs are losing their sheen. The next important article, 30 years after 8888 uprising. 30 years after 8888 uprising. Whenever somebody says 8888 uprising, August 8th 1988. It is August 8th 1988. It's about Myanmar, Burma. It's a pro-democratic movement in Burma. 8888 uprising is pro-democratic movement in Burma. Prajaswamyam kosam poratam Burma lo appudu. Myanmar. As you all know, India has a border with Myanmar. And India loves democracy, and India ensures democracy in its neighborhood also. And there lies a political party in Myanmar called NLD, National League for Democracy, run by Aung San Suu Kyi, led by Aung San Suu Kyi. And the other wrote, every year we celebrate 8888. This 30 years of celebration is something different. We believe in equality. We want to have federalism in Myanmar. Believe in equality, and we want to have federalism in Myanmar. And also the other have discussed about the need for democracy. Today there is a hybrid system in Myanmar. There is a military system and also a part of partial democracy also exists. It's something like a combination of military and democratic elements in Myanmar now. So, but Myanmar needs little more tolerance, not little more, much more tolerance. As you all know, ethnic cleansing, almost ethnic conflicts against Rohingyas from Rakhine state. So this is a pathetic thing in Myanmar which we need to address. Democracy does not mean just rule by the people, majority of the people. Democracy means toleration of minority, as told by J.S. Mill. Democracy ante majority pathanam kaadu, minority ఊచకొత కాదు. డెమోక్రసీ అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేస్తే అదే డెమోక్రసీ అవుతుందని జేఎస్ మిల్ చెప్పాడు. అది కాకుండా ఇలాంటి డెమోక్రసీ ఉంటే పేరుకి డెమోక్రసీ వేస్ట్. అండ్ మయన్మార్ ఇస్ ద బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ దట్, హౌ మెజారిటేరియనిజం is actually cleansing the minorities. And Lula de Silva, left-wing workers party in Brazil. Lula de Silva is a very famous leader from Brazil, and the very famous program in Brazil, I think you don't know, Bolsa Familia, which some of the Indian state governments also tried to emulate at that time, which gives direct cash to the people, to the poverty line families to ensure, that's called left-wing ideology at that time, social welfare. And Lula da Silva had many corruption charges also. And now again he is coming up in the coming up elections in Brazil. Let us hope that Lula da Silva will win and take care of all the people. And next important and last important article today is Ismail Faruqi judgment. Ismail Faruqi judgment. In Ismail Faruqi judgment in 1994, the Supreme Court told that mosque is not mandatory in Islam. Mosque is not mandatory in Islam. Islam la mosque compulsory kaadu. Mosque is not mandatory in Islam. But the author in this article is asking to review this judgment, revise the thoughts. Okay, how can you say mosque is not mandatory in Islam? The simple point is that if you remember this much, it's done. And you know Sri Krishna Committee Data Protection Bill, our privacy is worth. Privacy is more important. Privacy is not just an elite concept, it's a basic human requirement. Privacy is not just an elite concept, it's a basic human requirement. And Hindu paper page number 12 you have Iran deal, open to reaching a new Iran deal. All IR students should read this. Page number 12, open to reaching a new Iran deal. You know the issue with Iran, America and Iran. America discontinued the nuclear deal with Iran. America discontinued the nuclear deal with Iran. Might be Trump might try to renegotiate the deal. Trump might try to renegotiate the deal. And the last important article, which is really important for PT, prelims test. China tests hypersonic aircraft. China tests hypersonic aircraft. China on Monday announced that it has successfully tested its first hypersonic aircraft, which could carry nuclear warhead. Which could carry nuclear warhead and penetrate any current generation anti-missile defense system. The name is Xingkong 2 or Starry Sky 2. Xingkong 2 or Starry Sky 2. The name is Xingkong 2 or Starry Sky 2. Done? Let's go with, we'll finish off M.N. Roy and we'll go to Syed Ahmad Khan. Pro-Khalistan movement is also important. Very important. See, London Green Party. In London, Green Party supported Khalistan protests. Khalistan is a movement for separate Sikh country in India, Sikh nation in India. As you all know, in 1984, Indira Gandhi's murder, Operation Blue Star, Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, all these issues. But we never encourage separate nationhood in India because we want India to have its own integrity and unity. And no state in India can ask for division from India, separation from India. No state in India can ask for division and separation from India. There was a call for Dravida nation in Tamil Nadu, and there was also a call for Nagaland in Nagaland. There is a call for Punjab nation. If you start dividing India into small pieces, there is no doubt very soon India will become 500 pieces. But that is not the aim of the country. As all know, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel integrated in India in a very particular, he followed a policy, either carrot and stick policy. But in fact, India should be forever like this. Only then the integrity can be maintained. So Khalistan movement is also very important. I missed the point. Green Party in London have supported that to get the vote banks of Sikh, Punjabi Sikhs who are in England. So this happens. This happens. So coming back, క్లాస్కి అప్పుడప్పుడు వచ్చేది కనిపించాలని ముందు కూర్చునేది, ఏం చేయాలో తెలియదు. మ్యామ్ అడుగుద్దానని వెనక్కి కూర్చోదు కనపడకుండా గోడ వెనకాల. We are in M.N. Roy. We are in M.N. Roy. We have discussed that he was Born revolutionary, born in Bengal, and then went to USA, met Lala Lajpat Rai, and then came back to India. Initially joined in INC, then later on started Radical Democratic Party.